Um, well, I guess the word that comes to mind, really in general, and not just talking about this regional specifically, is the word progress. I'm very pleased, certainly with it seems like every game or every step we take, we're making history for Indiana baseball, and it's fun. That was certainly a memorable evening for us. I mean, I know the players, and when we sit back and at the end of the day we start thinking about this, um, we'll be, we'll probably put it in context. But what I want to point out, excuse me, is, and I don't know if you paid attention, but was the demeanor of this team, and you didn't see a dog pile. And the reason you didn't see a dog pile, it wasn't because the coaches said we're not going to have a dog pile. It's because these guys believe, and I keep saying it, that they got a lot of baseball left to play. And so I like our mentality right now. That was I think a well-played baseball game against a quality opponent. You don't win 47 baseball games if you're not good. So, I thought Austin P was certainly a challenge for us. But like we have all year, our guys have lived up to the challenge. And I know we're very, very proud, but we're not finished yet in our mind.
Questions for student athletes?
Zach Osterman, Inside Indiana. For any or all three of you, it seems like the last two nights against Austin P, momentum anyway came down to moments. There was the home run that Casey took back last night, and then Justin, obviously, the home run you had plus the big strikeout Halstead had. I mean, how much did you guys feel like you just kind of harnessed momentum this weekend and just sort of stayed consistent with it?
Justin, why don't you answer that first, and then we'll work our way down.
When we play our game, we feed off each other's energy and athleticism and talent. And our team, like you said, all year has just been backing each other up. Whether someone picks up someone defensively, offensively, we just have each other's backs all year. And if we keep doing that, I think we'll do well.
Like Justin said, each one of our players, we're all confident in each other, and we know that if one person's having a down game, somebody will pick each other up, and I think that's what helps us do that.
Yeah, I definitely believe momentum came to our side a lot of the times, and it was good to have the home crowd here, and they were awesome this weekend, and we knew if we play our best baseball that we're gonna win, and we played good baseball this weekend, and we just gotta keep it going.
Dustin DePierre, Bloomington Herald-Times. Justin, just what happened on that play? How did you get that? How on earth did you pull that off?
I just had a good beat on the ball, and I just made a play. I've made those plays before. I have a lot of confidence in my defense. I have a lot of confidence in my pitchers throwing strikes, and it makes it easier for us to play defense when they throw strikes. And CC just throwing strikes today, and I just made a play.
Sam, second straight night that you guys really just kind of start quick at the plate. I guess what was it? What were you guys seeing so well off of their starter? What was his name? Kevin Corey, there in the first inning.
Yeah, again, just hitting our pitch, not getting ourselves out, swinging at strikes, swinging at pitches that we can handle. More importantly, swinging at fastballs we can handle, laying off the off speed early in the count, and trying to hit a ball hard, and good things are going to happen.
Pat Hickey, Baseball America. Will, gutsy performance tonight. Coaches, talk all the time about not being freshmen anymore. I guess just in what ways do you think maybe you grew up tonight?
Well, I don't think I was as sharp as I could have been. I mean, felt like I had a ton of walks out there, but I mean, just making sure, grinding it out every pitch. That I was really confident in my BP fastball, which Coach Neal was calling a lot. Like when I was trying to throw it too hard, I was getting hit or I was throwing balls, but the BP fastball really helped me to have success.
Anything else for the players?
Justin, I want to go back on that though. At what point did you realize you were going to have to go over the wall? And had you made a play like that even in practice or anything like that? At what point did you know, okay, I gotta really get up high if this is not going to get out?
Playing at home really helped because, like you said, at practice we take a lot of on-field BP, so I get a lot of reads. And I've made that play before, and my teammates also helped me. They told me where the track was, and when I hear that, I started looking for the wall, and then I let my athleticism take over from there.
Well, you started the second with a walk and then a base hit, and Davis up and a couple change-ups to striking out. Kind of got you in a groove then, and no doubt the play of Justin helped out there in the second inning also.
Yeah, with that team, they were really good at. They sat on fastballs a lot, so I had to get my changeup going. The first inning, I was living it up and it was really high, but once I got it going, that second inning it was all right, and then just the unbelievable play by Justin was awesome. I knew it was gone. I was sure that was gone. I put my hands on my knees and he made a play. So.
Alex McCarthy, Inside Indiana. Will, what was it like to be on the mound in the Big Ten Tournament Championship game and then to be on the mound again tonight? I mean, is there anything that you took from that experience last weekend that maybe helped you out a little bit tonight?
Yeah, it's just it's been a progress this entire season, getting my confidence up, and I mean the Big Ten Championship game brought my confidence up a lot, and I thought I knew I could get the job done here. So.
Justin is a senior. I mean, it's a kind of a cliche question, but at what point do you really maybe sit back and soak in this season with the new stadium, with 46 wins, the dual Big Ten title? I mean, just as a guy who was kind of at the front row for the whole process of getting this team together.
When it's all said and done, which is not anytime soon, but yeah, it's been an extraordinary year, and extraordinary guys, extraordinary coaching staff, and I've just enjoyed it so far. And like I said, we're not done yet.
When I asked earlier about how big have the moments been, it seems like your team has seized on moments and really ridden momentum when it had it, from the comeback Friday to some of the bigger defensive plays in the last two nights.
Yeah, I mean, we were sitting here a couple nights ago, and it was like, as we said, finally we can play baseball, because that was such an emotional win on Friday. But to me, I mean, I've been watching a lot of baseball on TV. I've watched a lot of games as a player. I don't know that I've seen a catch like that, and I've already started referring to it as the catch. And I don't think people can appreciate how difficult that defensive play was, because to me that was the ball game tonight. I mean, we jump out to 3-run lead. If that ball goes over, I think that was going to be a 3-run homer, right? When you're our turf field right now, there is no warning track. There's no difference. Justin could not tell a difference in his feet on a typical warning track. There's a change in surface, and so, I mean, it was a great catch because he got over the wall. It's an even greater catch in my mind because it was just a fearless effort. At that point, he was selling himself out, and as you said, I mean, I thought we capitalized on momentum. There were a couple double plays even in that game that changed. I thought the strikeout by Harrison was huge, and then of course Halstead coming in and getting the other punch out with bases loaded. But when you're talking about momentum, to me, you got to have a crowd to do that, and I thought it was spectacular what the people of Bloomington and all the fans that came out from around the state and wherever the heck. There were people that flew in from California. There were people from Florida. So, as I said earlier, I think this is a step forward for our program. I'm excited that we get to extend the season. But I think you can hear it in the guys' voices right here. The mindset is we got a lot of baseball to play, but hopefully we can have some more of that momentum as we're moving forward.
Dustin DePierre, Bloomington Herald Times. What all went into bringing Halstead in that situation? Obviously, it worked out and it was the biggest moment. But just kind of the thought process there, basically, and how huge was he to
well, I mean, I'll be honest. It wasn't my idea. Coach Neal, very good, very astute, and you talk about knowing your personnel, and you're probably one of those secret tweeters that tweets at me and second guesses all my calls and stuff that I read. I read all the tweets and people second guessing. And one of my biggest things is you got to know your personnel. And before that inning started, we had Luke went down there, and Ty says to me, he says, let's make sure we have Halstead ready for a close situation in this inning, which was great because he came in, walked the guy, got the big strikeout. But at that point, I felt like, and we felt like the game at that point was going to be decided in that inning. So rather than make the close situation in ninth, we felt it was there. But all credit goes to Coach Neal because he had Ryan hot anticipating that particular situation. So that was already formulated, but I wish I could take credit for that one. Can't. Kidding.
What, Will talked about kind of, I guess he characterized it as sort of an up and down start for him, but just for a freshman, I know he's been in some big moments this year, but what did you think of his performance?
Well, I've said it all along. To me, he's the best pitcher people haven't seen. I mean, you think about the starts that he had mid-year, and and all the people when he came out and started the big game, the championship game, and the Big Ten tournament. Everybody's like, "Who is this guy?" And we knew he was good. It's clear there were probably some head scratching, even the fact that he started over. Kyle Hart has done a phenomenal job for us this year, pitching in the top 3 of our rotation. But we felt Will's been as good as anybody that we've had as of late. So it was huge. And he said it. He wasn't particularly sharp, but that's why he's so good. He doesn't have to have his best stuff to still get people out. He can make a mistake or two and still beat people. And I think he did that tonight.
Coach, Micah McVicker, Rivals. Coach, Michael Davis came up with the bases loaded. He was the tying run. He had 2 hits this tournament, but each were home runs, and I believe each were game-winning shots. Against Luke Harrison, I know it was 2 weeks ago, but Luke Harrison hung a breaking ball, and Kentucky won that game. Harrison walks Davis. Were you trying to tell Harrison not to hang a breaking ball, be more careful with Davis?
I wish I was that smart. I'm not because, in this game, truthfully, you got to have a short memory. I mean, I appreciate your question because I know where it's going. I wasn't thinking about, oh, my goodness, we hang a breaking ball here. We were all systems going. We were going to get this guy out. I wasn't really – my focus I've always been is on what Indiana's doing, quite frankly. I just learned something just now that he's been banging them all out. No, we liked the matchup because of the breaking ball. That was the plain and simple fact of that. We were disappointed. We thought we'd slowed his bat down. We showed him multiple breaking balls. We got to the full count. We were disappointed that he choked the fastball there and ended up walking him. But maybe if I go by your theory, if we'd thrown a breaking ball, he might have hit a home run out of the park. I don't know. So, we were disappointed because at that point on that walk, I think the score was you're bringing the go-ahead run to the plate, if I'm not mistaken. So, we weren't pleased with the walk. I can tell you that.